We're already halfway through the year. The S&P 500 is up a couple percentage points. Bitcoin's up 15%. Gold's up around 25%. But in Wall Street Bets, returns have been much more volatile, varying from 99% down to multi-baggers pocketing thousands of percent. Let's cut right to the chase and dive into today's returns. First, let's meet prize investment 1447. He's been searching for his prize since 2 months ago when he posted roughly $13,000 he'd purchased in Tesla 2-week to expiration puts. After quickly selling the next day for a 1K scalp, Prize entered Google calls. By the end of April, Prize had profited a whopping 76 cents from all his trades combined. But he was coming back for more. Before a step forward, though, he had to take a pretty big L, losing $6,000 plus on more Tesla puts. Seriously, why does this guy hate Elon so much? Prize then switched to Meta calls, maybe Zuckerberg would be kinder to him, and watched his account value skyrocket to over $45,000. After some more plays on Meta, Nvidia, and CrowdStrike, Lululemon, DocuSign, even a leveraged volatility index, an aged and humbled but ever-determined Prize took to Wall Street Bets to declare that this has been a grind, showcasing the nearly 6-figure account value and $58,000 in profit he'd pocketed year to date. Zooming out, though, showed a more troubling trend. Prize's gains this year just barely made up for the losses over the past 4, and he was finally back with his head just barely above the water at $5,000 in profit in 4 years of trading. Imagine trading for that long just to have a 5% or so return. Next, let me introduce you to Different Worth 6757. You ever have that friend that's always behind the trend? Maybe he gets excited about something a little too late or a new phone way after everybody else. Different Worth is that guy, but in the trading world. 4 years ago, right when Dogecoin was at its peak, Different Worth took to Wall Street Bets to shill the dog-faced cryptocurrency. Disappearing for 4 years, Different Worth appeared in 2025 in the wine subreddit. Maybe the trading was taking its toll. He promptly disappeared again until this week, claiming that, regard here but still thinks he can figure it out, I'm not quitting. I love the switch from third to first person mid-sentence. His Robinhood chart shows him turning 8K into 13K just to lose all of it on Nvidia and QQQ options shortly thereafter. The Wall Street Bets advice did not disappoint. It certainly wasn't financial advice, that's for sure. It advised him to keep gambling just a little more, keep going, and sarcastically to quit while he's ahead. Now let's meet for the future, or as he fittingly calls himself, DGen Trader. DGen has been shilling BS, not just in Wall Street Bets, but also in the Wall Street Bets Italia subreddit for over a year now. That's the Italian version. Never actually showed his positions until this past week. DGen purchased 4,000 shares in TSS Incorporated, a penny stock in Texas, at around $10 a share. So when TSS finally popped this month to $16 and then to nearly $20, DGen took to the gain section of Wall Street Bets to show off his account. He did mention slowly dollar cost averaging out of TSS a bit around $16 and $19, but holding a chunk since he believes the momentum is insane and the company has such long-term potential. If you're enjoying this content so far, hit that like and subscribe button right now. Our next trader on the list is iSellTrust. He weighs 159 pounds and can deadlift 245. At least that's what he posted in the gym subreddit between visits to other subreddits about sales, picking up girls, espresso, and of course everyone's favorite, Dogecoin. Now I'm not sure what app this guy is using, but it's an ugly interface, or he just sucks at screenshotting. iSellTrust bought 10 contracts of Palantir puts in May, only to get absolutely wrecked right out of the gate with a loss of $4,000. Look closer though, and you'll see that the loss was only 1.4%, meaning he had multiple six figures in this position. No explanation of what happened after that point, but we do get some posts about Tesla. First, a 5K gain from some Tesla puts, but as he pointed out in his comment on his own post, iSellTrust quickly lost all of his gains, literally within a few hours. The lesson here, no double dipping, Rule 21 of Wall Street Bets, or you might fall victim to what we would call the round tripper. Our fifth case study of the day is PsychologicalFate, who literally only joined Reddit to create his own subreddit, post 2 pictures of himself, and promptly disappear, only to come back the other day to gloat his $7,000 in profit, capitalizing off of the drama between Elon Musk and Donald Trump escalating over the past couple of weeks. I wish I had more to this story, but I really don't. This absolute chat, I mean, the guy looks like a finance bro. This guy swoops in, capitalizes on the chaos, and disappears into the alley behind Wall Street, presumably not to the Wendy's dumpster. Next up, we're going to have a quick chat with MoistAd9060. huge, like borderline gay obsession with bodybuilder Jay Cutler before abruptly switching his focus to monetary over muscular gains in 2025. Moistad's first positions show that he bought calls on TQQQ and SQQQ at the same time. Now, if you're wondering why this is such a bad idea, is because TQQQ will go up as the stock market goes up, and SQQQ will go down as the stock market goes up. One of them is longing and one of them is shorting the NASDAQ. So since you're purchasing options on both of these, theta is automatically going to eat away at both of these positions at the same time. So they cannot both win, but they can both lose. He also bought plays on Apple, Meta, Hood, Penny Stock Lexicon, the VIX, Amazon. I mean, props to the dedication to be just that retarded. It's almost impressive. Who am I to judge? Moistad quickly turned 100K into 150K overnight. User particular base 3390 quickly called out the real road he was on, not to a million, but to bankruptcy and having to sell his kidneys. Memory isn't Tram's logic sums this up perfectly. You're using a 3 times leveraged ETF to short QQQ through shorted dated calls and then shorting QQQ directly and individual names inside of QQQ. I don't see any sold options. TQQQ calls are your only hedge. But Godspeed to us both. Clearly, this play here by Moistad just makes zero sense, but he was winning for the time being. A few days later, Moistad returned to reveal that his retarded portfolio decayed in value to just $79,000. Someone in Theta Gang is clearly getting very rich over this. Moistad wrote that his current road to $1 million hit a slight, quote, speed bump as his account value rose from $30,000 to $220K to $100K, back up to 150, down to 111K, up to 162K, and now back to 79K. Throughout May and June, Moistad soared high, hard, and fell even harder, peaking his account value at $353,000 before losing over 90% and sitting now at just 16K. From a beater house to a beater car in just a few weeks. Moistad claims his biggest mistake was letting logic in the room and says he's spiritually humbled. The delusion here is hilarious because at peak, he considered launching a hedge fund and even got support from his dad and his uncle. But since then, he's been circling the drain until yesterday when he started his, quote, true bull journey, whatever the hell that means, and says that the vibes are up. The only thing up that I am seeing from this vantage point is copium. I think my favorite response to all of this was by Perfect Studio 3350, quote, the worst thing you can do at a casino is win the first time. Now put $15,000 on UNH calls and call your uncle again. Our final Wall Street Bets player of the day is FistyGorilla. The guy's been a degen about as long as Roaring Kitty basically at this point. He was looking at buying Delta, which would have netted him nothing in hindsight, XGTI, which went to zero, and Nvidia, which would have been life-changing money by now. 9 or 10 years ago. I'm not going to scroll through 9 years of post history on the guy. I actually did. It's just not noteworthy enough to present in this video. But we'll fast forward to just last week when Fisty claimed that he was, quote, Robin Hood, turning $25,000 into $140,000 with Robinhood shares, emphasizing that this was shares, so they're not even leveraged. This is very impressive to have a 5xer with shares alone. He tried to replicate the magic with 60K in Reddit shares. For the third time, Fisty then used non-leveraged shares to win big, turning $20,000 into $60,000 with Uber. This was clearly a long time ago that he bought since the average price on Uber was 26. The last time Uber was that low was in 2022. I think the lesson here from Fisty's success is that if you believe in a stock with good fundamentals and potential meme value, it may be smart to buy in before all of the hype. Buy while it's low. Buy low, sell high. But at the same time, Fisty, if you're watching this, if it's good enough to screenshot, go ahead and sell it right now. If you're enjoying this content so far, hit that like and subscribe button, comment with your Reddit user and trades below. Maybe I'll feature you in the next video, and I'll see you soon.